And now it's time for the news.
This is our latest news for this morning.
Walkers have caused some problems and injuries with people in shopping centres. I'm speaking with Chris Payne, who was a victim of one of these walkers. Chris, tell us what happened.
I was walking along the pathway here when an old woman with a walker came along and ran straight into me.
Get out the road.
It was most distressing.
Oh,
Get out the road. Get out the road. Get out the road.
See what I mean?
this is Trevor Haverchat. Back to the studio.
A row has broken out in the town of Wombat Flat. The issue concerns the recent spate of violent behaviour by some students at the local high school. There have been 6 students placed on suspension this week due to bullying and fighting in the playground. 2 of those students on suspension have been caught putting graffiti on public buildings in the town during the period of suspension from school. Some people have called for a return to greater use of corporal punishment within schools rather than the use of suspension. Today we have Miss Dogood and Kevin Crush presenting opposing views. Miss Dogood, why are you opposing the return of corporal punishment?
Well, look, I'm sorry, but I absolutely hate violence. It does so much more harm than good in our society. And violent punishment, it only teaches children that violence is a legitimate way to deal with problems, and it's not. It teaches them to be violent, and that is not the way to go. There has to be a better way of dealing with problems than that.
Kevin Crush, you are a leading citizen of this town. What is your point of view?
Look, when I was a kid at school, I played up, as most kids do, and I, if it was bad enough, got a few cuts of the cane, and the punishment fitted the crime. It was all over and dealt with, and things returned to normal as it would. And you know, it didn't do me any harm. I turned out all right, and I'm not a violent man. And if this violence at the school is increasing at the same time as the school is using less corporal punishment, you've got to ask yourself the question, how did these kids learn that violence is a way of dealing with problems? Well, you know, what I think is that we should introduce the cane, and boys and girls.
Oh, that's horrible and cruel.
What do you think? A public meeting will be held at our local town hall next Wednesday evening at 7:30 p.m.
Hardly normal computer sale. Massive savings on computers. Gerald Hardley announces his best ever computer sale. Prices will be reduced by up to 90%. Never before offered savings will be available only on Wednesday the 9th of May between 3:15 and 3:20 a.m. in the car park at the South Nowra store. As an energy saving measure, there will be no lighting and customers are asked to bring a torch. Special conditions apply. Police with tasers and pistols will patrol the area. Due to the lack of lighting, accident insurance will not apply. Hurry in for the bargain of a lifetime. No rain checks possible. Only at Hardly Normal, South Nowra.
Good morning everyone. This weather is brought to you by accident. Firstly, the temperature. The Bureau can't make up their mind what it is going to be today, therefore we'll advise you tomorrow. Owing to the fact it has been raining all night and too wet to get out and check the gauge, we're guessing it's full. The wind readings are variable this morning because we just had a look out the window and the flags are flying all over the place. I think the wind is coming from the west. The low pressure is rising. We're expecting heavy rain, possible snow and hail by lunchtime. The afternoon is unpredictable. We've also penciled in heavy bushfires. The Weather Bureau tomorrow predicts a pleasant 48 degrees, 10 in the morning, 25 at noon and 13 at night. And now for some community notices. Because of the severe drought, the local council has decided as a water saving measure to close 2 lanes of the Olympic pool. A rain-making ceremony will be held on Sunday in Nowra Park. If it's raining, it will be at the School of Arts. Summing up, the weather's fine, apart from some local flooding. And that's the weather report for this morning. Now it's back to you at the studio.
This is our latest news for this morning. Please stay tuned for our next news bulletin at 12 noon. This is Kevin Talkalot signing off. Have a good day.
Rosie, you are my posy. You are my heart's bouquet. Come out here into the moonlight. There's something sweet, love, I want to say. Your honey boy, I'm waiting. Your ruby lips to breathe. Don't be so captivating, my blushing Rosie, my posy sweet.